You ruined my birthday? I'll ruin your reputation. It was supposed to be a perfect birthday. I'd been planning it for weeks, carefully organizing every detail, venue, invites, food, and most importantly, a cake that I had designed myself. I was turning 30, a milestone I wanted to mark with my closest friends. Nothing could go wrong until it did. The person responsible for ruining my celebration? My so-called friend, Emily. Emily and I had been friends for years. We'd gone through a lot together, college, relationships, even some difficult family stuff. But when I planned my birthday party, I made the mistake of not considering how she might react. You see, Emily had this habit of always wanting to be the center of attention. She had an ego that needed constant feeding, and if she wasn't the focal point, she'd find a way to make sure she was. I knew this, but thought it's my day. I've earned this. So I sent out invitations for a laid-back birthday bash at a trendy rooftop bar with a great view of the city. Everyone was excited. It was going to be fun, a chance to unwind and enjoy each other's company. But Emily had other plans. From the moment she arrived, it was clear she wasn't there to celebrate Mesh, was there to steal the spotlight. She showed up in a ridiculously revealing dress like she was auditioning for a modeling gig and made a grand entrance by dramatically accidentally spilling her drink on another guest. Of course, all eyes turned to her as she loudly exclaimed, "I can't believe this is happening to me. I'm such a mess." Haha, her antics didn't stop there. Throughout the night, she kept interrupting my conversations, stealing the mic during the speech I had prepared, and taking photos of herself in front of my birthday cake. I could tell people were uncomfortable, but no one dared to say anything. The final straw came when Emily took my birthday kekia cake I had spent hours designing and customizing with a local baker and started cutting it before I even had the chance to make a wish. She didn't ask, just took a giant slice for herself, leaving the rest of us with a few crumbs. I was livid, my perfect night ruined. What really struck me was how she laughed it off, acting like I was overreacting. "Chill out," she told me. "It's just a cake. Relax and have fun." In that moment, I knew I couldn't let this go. I didn't want to lose my temper right there at the party, but I wasn't about to let her get away with it. As she went around the room smug and carefree, I quietly excused myself and went to the restroom, took a deep breath, collected my thoughts, and came up with a plan. Now, I'm not someone who likes confrontation. I prefer to resolve things calmly, but Emily had crossed a line, so I decided to hit her where it would hurt the Monster reputation. Over the next few days, I sent a carefully worded message to a few people in our friend group, explaining the situation in a way that subtly made Emily look bad without outright attacking her. I made sure to paint myself as the reasonable one just trying to enjoy a special day, but unfortunately overshadowed by someone's need for attention. The key detail I mentioned? Emily's tendency to always center herself in group gatherings and her lack of consideration for other people's moments. I didn't name her directly, but I made it obvious. People started talking, and soon enough her behavior at my party became the talk of the group. To make sure it didn't stop there, I posted a series of well-crafted Instagram stories. Nothing too obvious, just photos of me with friends all having a great time and a few passive-aggressive captions about how important it is to respect other people's moments and enjoy the night without stealing someone else's thunder. I didn't need to post anything about the cake. The people who were there already knew, and her actions had started to sour their opinions. Within a week, I noticed Emily was becoming more isolated. Invitations to group events dried up, and when she did show up, people's reactions were different. She was no longer the life of the party. In fact, she looked like a burden. People stopped feeding into her antics. The attention-seeking stunts she pulled no longer seemed charming. They just seemed desperate. As for me, I felt an immense sense of satisfaction. I didn't need to shout or make a scene. I let the truth do the work. Months later, Emily reached out and apologized for her behavior at the party. Claimed she didn't realize how much she'd upset me, but I didn't respond. I got exactly what I wanted, justice without drama. I knew she wouldn't dare pull a stunt like that again.